Hello. I thought I could do some examples of when I can't speak. Because this happens quite often still, and it's different extents. If you have these problems, then you'll know exactly what I mean. You can tell somebody, I didn't used to be able to speak, and it might be difficult for them to believe you because they can't imagine that, hearing you speak now. With dyspraxia, we have usually, or always, sensory processing disorder. And one of the ways that affects me is that I can't speak if I can't hear my voice. So if for any reason I can't hear my own voice, I actually can't physically speak. So it's not like that I can't concentrate, even though I can't, but that's not the problem. If I can't hear the sound that I'm making with my voice, I can't make the sound. So it's quite affects me, because if someone speaks and then I need to say something or there's another sound, I'm not being awkward, I just can't actually get that to happen, that I'm saying something as well. Then we have kind of shutdown, meltdown, similar to autistics, when we've been under stress and it becomes harder or impossible for me to voice anything. And there's always kind of like so many sides to something for me that where would I start? And a few years ago when I was at uni, I have an example I can give you of what used to happen a lot, because this still happens but not as much. There would be a group talking and I would be sitting there listening and wanting to engage, but I can't, because with dyspraxia we don't know when to sort of say something, and our processing is kind of at a different speed, so by the time we've understood what someone said, it might be too late to have made a comment about it, because there's different people saying different things and we're never going to find the right gap unless it's actually our turn to speak, and we know that it's our turn to speak. But then I was in that situation where people were talking about something and it was quite interesting, so I probably looked quite interested. And then somebody tried to be kind to me in that group by saying, "Oh, what about you? What do you tell us about such a thing?" And it was quite a big topic, which I have a lot of information or knowledge about, experience of, and I just couldn't say anything at all, not even just one word. I couldn't even just say, I don't know where to start, or I can't say anything, or I couldn't explain why I couldn't say anything. I just couldn't say anything at all, and this used to happen to me all the time. But it's just so it's that melt into the ground feeling that I've described in my previous video, where you just sort of feel like a flame, that you just, like a candle that's just like blazing, and you're so hot that you can't like notice anything anymore, and everything's just kind of like gone blank and gone silent, and it feels like everyone's like piercing you and waiting for something that you can't give because you can't talk. And especially it feels like you're disappointing the person. It felt to me like I'm such a letdown, because they've asked me this thing, they've been kind enough to give me an opportunity to join in the conversation, which I really appreciate, because for me I need people to feel involved. I hate anyone being left out of anything. That's one of my big trigger points, or triggers. So they'd given me a chance to be able to participate, but I couldn't because of that situation, because of my disabilities. So I felt like I failed them. You know, it's like very other focused. And then I felt like I might have embarrassed them because I couldn't interact. Right, that's it for now. Thank you.